Your reminder is so cute.
Aw, thanks.
I'm totally snooping.
That's okay. I said that. I used to listen to this podcast that was this woman basically like she went through like a lot of like really hard times and like she kind of like had a breakdown and then like found God, and she in her podcast talks a lot about like growth and like growth mindset and like letting kind of like preparing yourself for like what God's gonna do. And so that was like something that was the intro of her podcast, like almost every time was like, you know, the things you've always wanted to do, you should go do them. And then it would like launch into her podcast episode on like growth mindset and like, yeah, how to like move forward past like grief was a lot of what she talked about, but like also past like changes in life and things like that too.
That's so cute. I love it.
Yeah. So yeah, I set it as a reminder on my like phone and stuff to be like, hey, this is just a little, you know.
Love it. Pockets of joy.
Pockets of joy.
I love it. Okay.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to the Go Read Sis podcast. My name is Katie.
I'm Lexie.
And we are so excited for what we've got for you today. I want to apologize first and foremost for the sound of my voice right now. I have had a long week and my voice is just not having it. I coached last night and like yelled at children, and then we got on our call and talked for like, we did like a podcast meeting last night and talked for a long time.
Oh yeah.
And so then like I stopped talking for like 45 minutes, and then when Justin called me to say he was on his way home, I like heard myself talking. I was like, oh, my voice is gone.
That's so funny. I feel like it's been fine until
just
20
now.
minutes ago.
It's because I tried to like actually make my voice louder, and then it just was
you
like,
sound like
no.
you're still a little cold, but
Yeah.
it's
really just my voice being like, you're done.
That's so funny.
I mean, I'm dealing with like allergies like hardcore right now.
It's changing seasons where we are. I know it's not everywhere.
But right now spring is springing, and
it's supposed to be almost 80 next week.
I know, it's wild.
I'm so excited. I like literally have like texted like 3 people in my neighborhood and be like, can we all meet at the dog park after work? Because like we gotta go play with all the dogs.
That's so fun.
I'm so excited. We're doing a giant dog play date.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun.
I'm so excited.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
But yes, because spring is springing, my allergies are not happy. And
valid.
That is not helping with the state of my vocal cords. So yeah.
Dang.
I know. Unfortunate.
And this isn't going to help either.
You know what? It's okay. And I'm going to go yell at more kids tomorrow.
Okay, Abby Lee Miller.
That's my job. To be Abby Lee. Nope. Just kidding.
I cannot imagine you being that mean.
No way. My kids do say that I'm mean though. Like,
really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna come watch you coach just to witness mean kids.
You should. I was working with the 11 to 13s a couple of weeks ago, and one of the girls on the team was like, you know, I really like the other coach better. Oh. You're really mean. I was like, oh.
Wow, that makes me feel really good.
Honestly, I kind of did. I was like, good. I'm glad I'm not a pushover.
Okay, sometimes when we hang out, like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't understand how you think you're a Slytherin. And then you say things like that, and I'm like, okay, I get it now. Makes sense.
They do. They think I'm mean.
No, not that part. The part where you're, like, good.
Oh.
That's Slytherin. I always, like 90% of the time when we hang out, I'm like, you can say you're a Slytherin, but, like, you're definitely a Hufflepuff. But then you say something like that. Yeah. You're an in-betweener.
Apparently.
You're a Slytherin, but, like, the kind of Slytherins that are, like, empathetic to the Hufflepuffs.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Slytherins and Hufflepuffs are, like, besties, actually.
I feel like, yes, like, or they hate each other.
Yeah. Also, this is another funny coach story. Not that we need to like go into all of my experiences with children, but some of them are funny. Okay, listen. This just also has to do with me being a Slytherin. So I had a sticker on my water bottle that said, kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul. And one of the girls on a different team, also like 13, I think, she like asked me what it said, and I was like, oh, it says kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul. And she like looks at me and she's like, okay. She's like, why do you have that? I was like, oh, it's just like, you know, my little reminder to be nice to you guys. And I'm like, haha. And she's like, well, you don't do a very good job of listening to it.
They're savages!
I was like, okay. Go off, I guess. I'm sorry if you feel like I'm mean all the time. She's like, well, you know, you're just like so sarcastic. Like I don't hear very many kind words coming from you. I'm
Wow,
like, dang,
Katie.
am I like way more mean than I think I am? I don't think I'm that mean. I like to tease them. I think it's fun to like be sarcastic with the ones who can be. But
I feel like 13-year-olds are usually pretty sarcastic.
exactly. I'm like, you're gonna dish it to me, I'm gonna dish it right back, girl.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, do they know, like, you're only a couple years older, but we're really not a couple years. Like, I'm 17 in my head, so I'm like, do they know that you're, like, only 17?
No, they know for the most part, like, about how old I
20s,
am. Yeah, they know that I'm, like, early mid-20s, yeah. Early mid.
Early. We'll just
Early.
stick with early, period.
Yeah.
I'm early mid. That year makes a difference.
Okay.
Maybe. No.
Maybe.
I'm gonna live in Delulu land and I'm in my early 20s.
Okay.
Forever.
Okay.
Well, with that, let's just jump into our scripture of the episode.
Kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul.
Anywho, today we have Lamentations 3:22.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's the steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end.
Wow.
Which is really funny because I'm just talking about being in my early 20s when I'm not.
It's okay.
Yeah, it is. I'll be okay.
Man, are you okay?
With?
Like, if you were reading Lamentations, like, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Oh, yeah, no, this is not where I'm reading in the Bible. This is, I honestly don't really know where I came up. I kind of, like, totally forget how I came up with this.
Okay, that's
It wasn't the verse of the day, and I'm not reading Lamentations.
Okay.
I must have Googled a prompt.
Oh, yeah.
Or something. If I know myself, that's probably
You should
what
just
I did.
go with, it was the Spirit. It was Spirit-led.
The Spirit told me that's what I needed to share today. Cut out everything else. Okay. What's your current read? Let's just jump right into the bookish chat.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so...
Or reads.
Yeah, I actually, for the first time... No, it's a lie. I have 2 back burner reads. And
Let's
one
hear 'em.
like, primary read.
Okay. Oh, wow.
I know.
3 reads.
Yeah, I know. I was like, wow, for the first time, do I only have 1 read? And then I was like, wait, no, I have
to think about-
two reads on the back burner. So I have my like big current read is A River Enchanted. I like circled back around to it and I love it. I only have like 150 pages left.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, probably actually less than that now because I've been going back and forth between the audio and the physical because I really just want to be in the story all the time because
So valid.
I'm loving it. Yeah, so I've been doing both and now I'm on like chapter 21 or 22. So I'm like close to the end. I think probably 100 pages now. But yeah, I really like that book. I'm really having a good time. It's, I don't know if it's a 5-star yet for me, but I think it's definitely like in a high 4.
I gave it 4 stars.
Yeah.
I remember feeling like there was something a little bit missing.
Yep.
But like it's still fantastic.
Yeah, I feel like it's the depth of character is what's missing for me.
Yeah, that could definitely be it.
And like character growth and development. Like it exists, but it's not as
It's like it feels surface level.
yes.
But like, oh, and I'm not spoiling anything for the next book, but by the end of that book, I think you'll see how over time they develop. But it's surface level. It feels surface level the whole time going through.
Yeah, I had a hard time just from like the get-go really connecting with the characters. So that's why I think it's...
And you picked it up right after Ruthless Vows, right?
Yeah, which is why I put it back down. Because I was like, I'm just not in the mood for this right now.
They're
and I know,
they're not like books to read back to back.
Yeah. I knew that it would get a worse rating if I read it right after Ruthless Vows because it's just so different and it wasn't what I was in the mood for. So I put it down. And now picking it back up, I'm really, really, really enjoying it. So
Good. Yeah.
And
what else you got?
I've got 2 reads on my Kindle that I'm kind of going back and forth with. But okay, there's a reason.
Keep track of 3 books.
There's a reason, okay? Listen. So Wuthering Heights is one of them, and it's a reread. So I'm just picking it up like when I'm in the mood for it, just for fun, as like it's probably not even gonna make it on my February like wrap up because I probably won't finish it by the end of the month. Like it's literally just when I'm in the mood, I'm picking it up and reading a couple chapters and like getting back into the story, which I'm just like I love it. And then my other book that I'm reading on my Kindle also has a reason why I'm reading it like at the same time as other things, and it's Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, and it's because I'm buddy reading it with my husband and I'm waiting for him to catch up. He actually, like, I'm only 3 chapters in and he's a chapter in. So
it's not too bad.
No, and he read the prologue and then he read chapter 1 and like it was so cute. He got home from work a couple days ago and I was like in bed reading, and he just like gets ready for bed and like comes in bed next to me and like picks up his book unprompted and just like he starts reading it. He's physically reading it.
Okay.
Yeah. So we like sat and we're just like two cute
that
little old
so
people
cute.
like reading our books before bed.
I love that.
It was really, really sweet. I was not expecting it either. I was like, okay, he's gonna like be tired or he's just gonna like watch his YouTube videos or whatever. But no, he like comes in next to me in bed and like pulls out his little book and he's like, okay, we're reading now.
That's absolutely adorable.
So cute.
I love it.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. But yeah, that one I can't read quickly because
you have to keep up with him. Yeah.
I have to,
I'm a really bad buddy reader because I think I even did this to you. Like
you did.
But it ended up being fine. Like,
yeah.
The way we did it. But yeah, I think I like plowed ahead of you.
Yeah. It's okay. That's why I'm reading other things at the same time. Because I'm like, we'll read that and I'll keep his pace with that. And that's why it's like back burner. And then he's only reading at home. So like really we're just only reading it when we're reading at the same time. Yeah. So it works out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Love.
So those are all of my current reads.
Got a lot going on, girl.
I do, always. What about you?
I am currently, I want to say like 60% through A Fragile Enchantment by Allison Saft.
Oh, I haven't heard much about that.
It's been popping up on TikTok here and there. It's definitely gaining popularity. She's like in the same realm as like Rebecca Ross, Ava Reed, Isabella Abons. I literally cannot say her name. Abanez. Okay. They're all like buddies on Instagram. Mm-hmm. So it's like in the same kind of, it's very, the writing reminds me a lot of like, oh my gosh, I'm literally drawing up like Once Upon a Broken Heart. Oh. Very whimsical, light, I love that. Fluffy. But I will say it is very political intrigue vibes. Okay. Which is so unique to be a whimsical read and political intrigue. But like the concept is so cool. This seamstress can weave enchantments into her garments and gets a job to make the dress for a royal wedding. Oh. But she's fallen in love with the groom. Yeah. That's like not a spoiler. It's literally on the back of the book. Just to clarify, I didn't spoil anything big. So
that sounds so good.
It's really good so far.
Okay.
It says it's YA. There is quite a bit of swearing, but other than that, it's been clean so far. So
okay.
Yeah, and then I am listening to The Masterpiece by Francine Rivers. I won't go too much into it. We've talked about it on this podcast before. Yeah. But my heart is shattering like every single chapter.
It's a tough one.
But like in a good way.
Yeah.
The themes are just like, how can so much happen to two people? Oh my That's gosh. Like where I'm at right now in the book. Like, yeah. I'm like, how?
She's gonna start crying, guys. Give her a second. Just kidding.
Tear.
Aw.
Yeah. I did want to share something with everyone.
Oh.
I finished Wuthering Heights. And I liked it.
Everyone throw a party.
I forgot I was going to say anything, and then you talked about it. I'm like, wait, actually, I don't think I just said it. I don't think I told anyone that I finished it.
Oh my gosh.
I did, and it has now, like, become my whole personality. Like, for example, for Valentine's Day, my Valentine's Day post, I couldn't help it, where our soul, you know, the whole, his and my soul are made of the same. Made of. His and mine are the same. Yeah. Which is like super cute. I don't even care if it's cringy.
So cute.
I bought a sticker on Etsy that said that, like, literally reads the book once, still claims to not like classics, but is obsessed with Wuthering Heights.
Because it's so
It's
good.
that good.
It's
Y'all,
so good.
like, hear it here. I don't like classics. I ate up Wuthering Heights. So you all should read that.
I think people, including yourself, who have said
Probably.
that they don't like classics, it's because you're reading the wrong classics.
Yeah, or my issue, I think, is I get like 20 pages in. I'm like, I have no idea what's happening. I hate classics.
Yeah.
Push through.
Watch recaps, read Spark Notes. It's not cheating. I promise.
No.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's really okay. And like, listen and read.
Yeah.
Read while listening. Like,
Yeah.
it takes a lot to get through the first like 100 pages, but it's so worth it. The story's so freaking good.
The payoff is always so satisfying in a classic. So satisfying.
And it feels like more intellectual once you finish reading it.
You're like, wow, I really got something out of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And nothing against the books that are written now, but I feel like the themes don't play a big of a part into a story now
Right.
as they did in classics.
Yes, I agree with that.
For some, there's some writers.
I agree that the popular books right now are less thematic. And
Yes.
I mean, not all of them. I don't want to make that general of a statement, but I do think that a lot of them, like I would say ACOTAR, Fourth Wing, like even down to like Once Upon a Broken Heart, like those are not, there's not a lot of heavy or like important themes in those books. If there is, it's very
Surface level, I feel like.
very surface level.
Yeah. The only book I can think of that's like pretty popular that has like important themes that go deep is Divine Rivals.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say Addie LaRue also though has like some pretty
The themes of like feeling
Yes.
forgotten and like
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and even like the character, it's a character arc in depth that I feel
Yeah.
like is so good in a lot of classics.
Yeah, like I feel like you could write a book report on Addie LaRue.
Yes.
Like you could not write a book report for Once Upon a Broken Heart.
No.
Where like you're
you
where
could
you're
try.
dissecting like
Right.
themes. Like I guess that's what when I say like books don't have like strong themes, I'm thinking like something that a school and not like plot wise or whatever, but like
Yeah.
a school could be like, what are the themes? Like what did the characters go through that like changed? Like a lot of books don't have something where like there's a big like thing. Like Addie LaRue definitely does.
Yeah.
I feel like Divine Rivals does.
Yeah. I think that they do. I think that it's there.
Okay.
But I do think that it's less mature and it's
yeah.
not quite as present, even though I think it still exists.
Yeah.
I think authors are still putting thematic elements into their stories in intentional ways, but I think that they're focusing a lot more heavily on plot versus themes and character. And I think that's the big divide. Is like the themes and the character still have to be good in order for the
Right.
book to be
Yeah.
well done. Any well-written book, even if it's popular now, has to have character development and important themes in order
Right.
to be a good story, like in order to be good storytelling. So I do think it still exists, but I think that the highlight and the thing that people are really attracted to in the popular books now are the plot points as opposed to the thematic elements.
Yeah. I also feel like, and I don't read a ton of like thriller mystery, so don't think thriller mystery when I say this, but a lot of the books that are classics or books that we had to read in high school, I totally just lost my train of thought.
Oh no. It's okay.
Like literally mid-sentence. I have no idea where I was going with that.
The thrillers and mysteries books that you had to read in high school.
Yeah. What was my point though? Oh, okay, I got it. Like when I was reading Wuthering Heights, you have to pay attention to like even as little things, and again, this isn't a spoiler, but like Heathcliff's dogs. The dogs, the way they're written directly represents Heathcliff's personality. Things like that are not done super often nowadays, I feel like. Like you had to pay attention to almost every single detail in Wuthering Heights or you were missing parts of the story. Which I loved.
Yeah. I actually felt like while reading A River Enchanted. That was something I really appreciated about how Rebecca Ross wrote A River Enchanted, is that like the place that they're on is a character of the story, essentially.
Like everything matters.
Yes.
I guess that's what I'm getting at. Is,
Yeah.
And
everything is intentional.
yes, intentionality. That's it. That's it. And I still love the popular books that don't have intentionality, do not have like every little thing matters. I still love those books. It was just something I really appreciated reading.
Yeah. I think part of the thing that has happened is because books have become so pop culture, they're becoming extremely mass produced.
Yeah.
And authors aren't like, one book is not their life's work. They're releasing books every year or every 6 months, some of them. Like there's no possible way that you can take a step back and get the kind of perspective that you need to get on what you're writing in order to be as intricately detailed as you were when your one book, Wuthering Heights,
Bronte
that's the only one from Emily
herself.
Bronte.
I think three of them.
That's a novel.
Yeah.
Emily Bronte, I want to say, has written other short stories, poems, things like that. I think
the three sisters like co-wrote
short stories and poems and different things. They all have other works of But Wuthering Heights was her novel. Like that
was her child.
And you can tell. It's like
she
that's
put
her
soul into
work.
that.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you know what? You want to know what I have to say I really appreciate is Rebecca Ross is taking a year from publishing to write. And I
love that.
She'll just because of the nature of publishing now, she won't be able to write something like Wuthering Heights just because that's not what publishers want anymore.
Yeah.
But I can really appreciate that she's sitting back and doing something so she can keep that intentionality.
Yeah.
Or even like what Rebecca Yarros is doing.
Yeah. In a positive or a negative?
Positive. Because she went from writing Iron Flame or publishing Iron Flame 6 months after Fourth Wing to sitting back and being like, you know what, this probably wasn't my most proud writing. I'm not doing this again for the third book.
Did she say that?
Yeah. Oh. More or less. Like she was like, I'm proud of it. It's still my work. But like, this killed me pretty much to write.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of authors are just getting stuck in is like,
well, yeah, because
I can't produce as quickly as they need me to.
Yeah, I love that TikTok has like popped off books and everything. Like this was, even 5 years ago, this was not a culture to publish books back to back to back year after year after year.
Right.
I love that TikTok has created a community for readers. I think it's putting a lot of stress on the writers.
I think
to feel like they have to.
Yeah, they have to mass produce at the rate at which people are consuming.
Yeah, and our generation in general, we are like hoarders and instant gratification people.
Yeah.
And the authors are trying to keep their customers.
Yeah.
And I think even in the last year, we've seen the lack of quality for a lot of books.
Absolutely.
There are some books that have great plot. Quality of writing is just not there.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
And that's on the publishing
industry.
This was
not the point.
This was not anywhere in our notion.
Sorry.
I love it.
I honestly love this conversation, though. I feel like it's not talked about in the community a lot.
It's really not. It's not. I love this.
I'm praying for all you authors. Like,
amen. Seriously.
I'm praying y'all can get your books done and get them how you want them to sound and feel, and
but
you don't
no
feel too much
pressure
pressure
from us.
No, you take your time. I will still read it if it takes 2 years to publish.
Yes.
And I'll do a reread of your first one. So I remember.
Mm-hmm. And we'll still promote it.
Absolutely. But yeah, that was just my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Or more than 2 cents.
Hey, go off.
I guess so.
It was good. Okay. Do you want to, did you said you're reading A Fragile Enchantment and The Masterpiece. Okay, cool. We can move on to book math.
All right. So after all this intellectual conversation, we just we're gonna talk about book quote girl math.
Girl math.
Book math. Are you delulu about any book math situations?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I don't even need to look at my notes for this one.
You just know.
I just know.
Okay. One I feel is like hugely applicable, especially after the holidays. If you use a gift card,
It's free.
it's free, but not only that, if you used a gift card and didn't spend anything after the gift card, you made money.
Period. Period.
But if you spent additional money after the gift card, it's free.
Oh, okay. Okay, for me, like, let's say I have a $25 gift card and I spend $30. I only spent $5.
Yeah, but for me, I'm like, I didn't spend any money.
Okay. Valid. But
Yeah,
I agree.
like it was free. I had a gift card.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
My first book math Delulu moment. And I have 2 book subscriptions. So if you have a book subscription box, by the time the book comes, it's free.
Oh, absolutely.
It's free because, like, the money didn't come out of your account.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does Justin get mad when you tell him book math situations?
I just don't tell him.
I feel like when I was making this notion, I was talking to Ryan, I'm like, oh yeah, book math. And I was going over and he's like, you just know that's not true, right? And I'm like, it is true though. Like,
But it is.
the book was free. He was like, no, it wasn't. And I'm like, really? Because I don't see the money taken out this month.
Just let us be Delulu, okay?
Yeah, literally. Okay, what else you got?
If you...
Just have to throw that in there.
Yeah. If you resold books for Half Price Books store credit, everything you bought that day was free.
And you made money.
And you made money.
You made money.
Yeah.
So valid.
Yeah.
Love it. My next one. Let's say you go to Barnes & Noble. There's a BOGO. Buy one, get 50% off. If you don't get at least 2 books, you lost money.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you did. You really did.
Yep. Unless you didn't buy anything, but
No.
who does that?
No, because then you're wasting the deal, so you still lost money.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You're right.
What else you got?
This is not like financial. This is like actual book math. You know, if you read more than like 60% of the book and you DNF'd it, you wasted time. Like you lost. Like,
And that's why I add it towards my reading.
Oh, see, I just don't DNF after like 50 or 60%. If I made it that far, I'm like,
It'd be a waste.
It'd be a waste to not finish it.
Okay.
I have to finish it.
Maybe it's a cop-out that I just added to my list.
I do not feel like, I don't feel right if I add a book to my like read if I didn't actually finish it.
My thing with that, and this isn't book math, if I read enough of it to give a review as to why I didn't like it, I'll still add it.
Interesting.
If I read enough, if I like didn't read, I'm like, I cannot even push myself through this, and it's just gonna be like, I couldn't stand this book kind of review, I would never post a review like that. But if I can give like an intellectual review as to why I didn't appreciate a book, and it's not like just bashing, I'll count it because I think I put enough time and effort to.
Wow. No, I'm like, I have to get to the last page. Like, I need to see it go from the story to the acknowledgements, and that's when it counts for me.
Nah, that's funny.
I don't know why. It's
okay.
I don't know.
Pop off.
Thanks. But we do support DNFing.
Yes, I DNF.
Just personally, I cannot get myself to DNF if I'm especially more than halfway.
If there's more on the left side than the right side.
Absolutely not. I can't. I'm just
That's
powering
valid.
through.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find it on Audible and I'm gonna listen to the rest of it on 2 times speed.
3 times speed.
3 times speed.
Just to say.
Yeah, just so I can count it.
That's so funny. Okay, my next book math. If you returned a book you bought, you made money.
Yes.
I actually had a legit conversation with Ryan. I was like, I made money. He was like, from what? And I'm like, I returned my book. He was like, we still paid for it the first time. I'm like, no, we didn't.
Right, exactly.
We didn't. Like,
exactly.
That was months ago. It doesn't count. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got anything else?
Well, I just thought of one.
Yeah, go for it.
If you read a book from the library, you made money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought of one too. If you finished one physical copy, you owe yourself like 3 or 4 more to make up the space.
If you Oh.
Yeah, you books Brian.
If you finish a book on your physical TBR.
Yep, you can go buy 3 more.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
A reward.
Yes.
It's like a reward. It's like a reward.
Now that I have a TBR shelf, I'm like, okay, I need it to be full at all times. So like every time I
you finish one, then you gotta fill it.
then I have to fill it. Right, because so you guys can't see this in the shot.
Maybe someday you can see
Maybe
it.
someday I'll show you my TBR shelf. But
We're always staring at one.
I know. I have the coffee table that is like also a bookshelf, and I have all of my physical TBR is just like on that shelf.
It's full.
It's what?
It's full.
Yes.
-1.
It's full -1. But it's so unsatisfying for it to be like full -1 or like -2. Like for the whole thing to not be full just does not look right. Like it needs to be all the way full. So that's why I'm like, okay, if I finish a book on my physical TBR, then I get to go buy more books so that I can make sure that shelf is full all the way across. Otherwise it's not satisfying.
Yep. Understood.
Yeah.
I totally understand.
Yep. That's all I have.
Okay. That's all your book math?
It's all my book math. I feel like that pretty much covers it.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Let us know what y'all's Delulu book math situations are, because these crack me up, because I'm so serious about it.
I know. No, seriously. This
serious.
This is the epitome of our Delulu land.
Yeah.
There's so many other things in Delulu land for me, but this is a big one. Is the book math. Yeah.
I'm like in Delulu land, like probably 95%. Very rarely do I come to real life.
That's okay.
I'm happy.
We're readers. We live in Delulu land.
Yeah. We should make a TikTok with it.
Wait, you're right.
I'm like, wait, if I don't say it, I was like, I'm not gonna say it out loud right now. We're filming, but I'm like, if I don't say it out loud, I definitely will have forgotten about it. So put that in the back of your mind, because you'll remember it.
Yeah.
Literally.
Maybe you guys will have already seen it by the time you're watching this.
Ooh, we're TikTok. I know we're not. Yeah, we are. No, we're book talkers. How does it go?
Yeah, like, we're readers.
Readers,
or
that's it, yeah.
We're whatever.
We're readers. Of course we're delusional.
Of course we spend 95% of our time in Delulu land. The little thumbs up.
Ain't that the truth? That was a good, like, mouth pop, too.
It really was. That was very satisfying. Like, for no reason.
I don't think I could do it again, so.
It's okay.
It's all right.
Okay, do you have anything else for us today?
No, I just want to talk about book math.
Yeah, love it.
So fun.
All right, guys. Well, don't move too quickly, okay? Because we need to tell you about a couple things that you have to be excited about.
Oh, yeah. Some announcements, if you will.
Number 1, next week will be our February wrap-ups and our March hopefuls, which I am so excited about. And we're going to have an extra special announcement and some details for you.
Yeah, we've been stirring something up.
We've been
stirring the cauldron.
So I'm not going to tell you
You have to stay tuned.
I'm not going to tell you yet what it is.
Is that already next week?
Yeah, that's already the week after you're watching this episode right now. Our next episode, yeah, our very next episode is
We
going
have an announcement
to be so exciting. We're gonna have a very special announcement for you guys that both of us are really excited about.
Yeah. This is what our almost 2-hour meeting was about the other day.
For real, though. For real. Stay tuned for next Tuesday, our February wrap-up, March hopefuls, and extra special announcements episode. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on the Go Read Sis podcast. If you like hanging out with us, we would love to also hang out with you over on social media. Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. We are present on all of those places at goread.sis. Come give us a follow and say hey. Also, subscribe to us on YouTube, like and comment on our episodes. If you have thoughts, please tell us your Delulu book math.
Yes, do it.
Please.
I actually really want to read it.
We want to know. Also, give us a rating on Spotify if you like us. If you don't, keep it to yourself.
If you like to share with your friends, your bookish
Yes,
flow lovers,
please share it with your friends. We just really like hanging out with you guys, and this is really fun for us to do. So the more people that we can share this with, the better. And yeah, thank you guys so much again for watching or listening to us. We hope you have a wonderful Tuesday, and we'll see you next week with another episode of Go Read Sis. Bye.